How to lose weight for big people. This is just some basic tips. The first thing I decided to do was start my own plan. I sat down at a table for like 5 minutes or something like that. And then I started planning. I was like, you know what? I need to start losing weight. And then I dedicated myself to a plan. And it wasn't really a lifestyle. It was really a lifestyle, not really a short-term thing. So it was really basic, so I wouldn't get confused and overwhelmed. Alright, so this is one of the first things you should start doing. You should eat chicken and try to grill it. Like, some people will fry it, but I think it's too much grease. You should start eating fish and tuna because that has way less fat. I stay away from white rice. I like brown rice. I think it's healthier for you. I know it for a fact it is, actually. I love nuts. Nuts is really healthy for you. Any fruits and vegetables are good for you. There's no specific kind that I choose. I just really eat everything. And this graph right here, the rectangle I drew, first thing is, well, I started taking like supplements, like, creatine, vitamins, and many other supplements that help me to lose weight and to be healthy. The second thing was exercise. I started, calculating my exercises. If I was going to eat a certain meal at a certain point of day, for example, if I was going to eat chicken, I was going to do it before I do a heavy exercise, so the chicken could get processed and help me gain some muscle. Number 3 is counting calories. Like, for example, if you eat something, like, I know I never had a discipline. I mean, I had discipline once I got far along, but I didn't really want to count calories, or I just simply didn't know how much calories something contained. But try to just use your common sense. For example, don't eat like 4 bowls of spaghetti and just be like, oh, that's that should be okay. That will balance it out with some push-ups and jumping jacks. Try to use your common sense. Just think about it. And overall, you can look it up on Google if you're eating something like pizza or something, and look how many calories it has. So count your calories, and when you first begin, you don't have to be all mathematical with it, have a piece of paper or anything. You could just start by looking up on Google, does this apple have a certain amount of calories or something? You can look it up. Alright, the fourth thing is establish a way to have a calorie deficit. Or for another example, like when I go to school, right? So when I do go to school, I will decide to have a certain form I would eat. In the morning, I'll have a small breakfast. I'll make a smoothie, and I'll put some bananas in it, yogurt and ice, and like blend it. Oh, with blueberries, you can't forget the blueberries. Those are really good. And I blend it all together, and then I have a really good smoothie. And then I won't eat anything until afternoon hours, about maybe not even afternoon. I won't even eat school lunch. I'll eat like at maybe 5 or 6, maybe around that area. I'll eat something small, and then the next morning I will do something like that. Some people call it intermittent fasting. That's just the way I do it. You could always change the way. You could always amend your eating skill, your eating habits too, depending on what type of schedule you have. These are other things. Drink water. Water is really good for. I start to count calories, as I was saying. And I cook my own food because I noticed if you cook your own food, you start to make conscious decisions on what you should and shouldn't eat. And down here is basically an equation on how you can reach your max heart rate and manipulate that to lose weight. So basically, you'll take 220 minus your age, and you'll multiply that by 6.6, I think, and that'll be your lower heart rate. And you'll do the same thing but multiply it by 8, and that'll be your higher heart rate. I also lift weights. I love lift weights. lifting weights. I love doing, like, you know, home exercises, push-ups, sit-ups. But if you can lift weights, always lift weights. That is a good source for you to lose fat. People say, like, oh, you can't lose weight by lifting weights. Yes, you can. Just start doing it at a faster tempo. It'll always work. And when you work out till you're sweating. Don't like do 5 push-ups or 10 push-ups and be like, oh, I'm done. Nah, do like 10 push-ups. Water is very good for sweating and other things. Water is also really good source to keep your skin clean and everything. Like, if you drink water, you'll have less acne and a lot of stuff. My mother always used to tell me drink a lot of water. I run in the mornings because that's the way my schedule works. I go to school. Before I go to school, I do a little jog. And before I start running, I always walk because it's like a car. You gotta heat it up before you just start driving it.